So this is a disclaimer for this video, you guys. I just want to explain this is for entertainment purposes only. I just do this for fun. It's just some art form for myself to have some fun with, okay? I'm not trying to recreate anything for this company. I'm not affiliated with the company. It's totally their work. I did buy this item used, and like I said, it was quite worn and stuff, and I just am doing this for creative purposes, okay? So this is a disclaimer, and thank you for watching. Bye-bye. So hello everyone, this is Denise with Artist at Work. Welcome to my channel. And this is a new project idea, okay? I'm gonna tell you about this. Okay, so a while back when I was thrift store shopping, I found at the thrift store this Doug and Melissa playset, Ballerina. And I think it's Nina the Ballerina. I think that's her name. So I was starting to get into paper dolls, and I love it. And these are all magnetic, you know. So all the pieces from Doug and Melissa, I did not make these. Okay, these are they made them. They're all magnetic onto the platform of the dolly, which is wonderful. Now, what I did do, just for art purposes and what I do, is I added some glitter glue to the dress and made a little bit different pattern on here, okay, to spiff them up a little bit. And, you know, there's some of them looked a little worn, and they were used items, so I just fancied them up, and I added like some gems and stuff like that to them, some glitter glue. I made them a little fancier. And what a wonderful company, you guys. I'm not affiliated. This is not sponsored in any way, but, you know, hey, when it's a good company, it's a good company. And I knew nothing about them because I wasn't born, I was born way back, and there wasn't such a thing like that. But I did have paper dolls, the real paper ones when I was little, which was a lot of fun. So I just added some stars to this part, and different part. I did some changes to the clothes and just made them a little funkier, that's all. Okay. So I'm showing you all that. So I changed up the clothes like that. I added the leaves on in the little nail art and changed them all up. So okay, so you see I've done that. I'm going to put this all back in the container here. But the thing about this product is that it comes in a box like this. And it has a place for everything, which is nice. But I thought to myself, but there's no cover. You know, there's no cover, so when you put it away, if you put the dollies in there, they fall right out. They're not magnetic to the base either. And I could have just put magnetics inside and held them in, but there's just too many pieces. So I thought, why don't I make a cover for this box, which, you know, I'm all about boxes, and it's their product. It's Nina the Ballerina, okay? So all I did was I made a cover, like a book cover. So you can open it up. So the trick is now I have to figure out how to put a closure here, which I'll have to probably drill a hole and add a button here, drill a hole here, and then add a button, and then put another one here and then have it so it closes up. So that when you take it out and flip it upside down, nothing's going to come out. So I'm going to be designing the top of my cover. And I'm going to take this out. And I tried to do it kind of similar to the design on the side of the box, which is their design, not mine. Okay, so I paper machéed the cover and I added these beautiful ballerina slippers on there. I left the, let's see, they had there's a label here. What do I do with that? Oh, it was on the other thing. Okay. But it does say Melissa and Doug. It's their product. Okay. And all I'm doing is I'm adding a cover. I'm adding a cover. And this is a recycled item from the thrift. Okay. So I'm going to start working on the ballerina slippers. And I tried to do a flower pattern, so it kind of went with their flowers on the side, like I said. And there is some similar ones to it right here and here. Okay. So I'm going to stop. I have to just pull out a few of my supplies, and I will still need to paint the whole inside of my flap. And I also, this cardboard bent in the wrong spot, and then I had to rebend it here, so I have to figure out what I can do to reinforce this piece here. Maybe I'll put something here and here so it all evens out. But that's what you have to do when you're an artist. You have to just play with things. So I'm going to stop and pull out some fabric paints and glitter glues and get started. Alright, so I picked out some different colors glitter glues, and I've got some iridescent candy pink here, which I'm going to use on the slippers. I've got some dazzle glitter and some slick yellow. Okay, and I got some dazzle blue zircon. And I got some iridescent. I got a lots. Alright. So I'm just going to start with the slippers. And I'm going to go around them with the iridescent. Hopefully. I don't even know if I have enough of this. I'm going to do a little tapping, you guys. Excuse my tapping. And I'm just going to go over them. The edging here. And go around slippers. Just like that. Just like that. Go around. Actually, there's a crisscross here. This was collaged on to this cover I made. Like this, this. Okay, just like that there. All right. So I've got that edged. So I'm going to take the pink glitter glue I have here, which I got from the Hobby Lobby. Remember, you got to take out your little cap that's inside your glitter glue. And like I said, I do hate these caps. Bend it back like that. And what I'm going to do is with the glitter glue, and wait a minute, and we're going to go across. Oh, tapping. Yeah, like that. So I'm going to go across. There we go. That's better. And now I'm going to fill in with the pink color here, which I wished it was a little lighter. Like I said, I haven't been able to find all the colors I want. Really hard to push. This is more jelly-like. So I'm going to work on this for a little while and I'll come back to you. Alright, excuse me. So I used the glitter glue from Hobby Lobby here, and I'm not really happy with the product at all. And it's very jelly-like and not smooth. It's really difficult to get out of the container. To squeeze, I had to use 2 hands. I'm really having to play with it to get it on the project. It just, you know, the Dollar Tree one was very runny. This wasn't runny enough. It's just so jelly-like. Like I said, wow. Did I have to fight to use that? Hi. I just want some happiness with my products here. I'm not getting it. So I'm just going to play with it a little till I get kind of effects I want. It's not usually this difficult. Boy, was that difficult. So I want this to crisscross here. I'm just going to do this. And I'm just going to go over it with my favorite paint, with my iridescent pink. There we go. That I like. And I'm going to outline it here. There we go. That's better. Because like I said, this glitter glue took over. There we go. There we go. There. Alright. So I'm just going to thicken up my lines. And now I'm really seeing them. There, we got some shoes. Some beautiful ballerina slippers. All right. Now, there's all these circles. So you know what I'm going to do there. I've got to find some gems that are going to fit in these circles. Maybe little ones or big ones. And I've got this beautiful slick yellow. But this one's getting old. Gonna have to get some more of this yellow. I think I got some other colors though, and I'm just gonna go around the intersections here where it's yellow with my slick. There we go. And try to, right here, do the same ones. Okay. All right, let's see where else. I think this one needs it. And I don't remember where I got this paper, you guys. I don't remember where. Okay. I really should put some gems in the middle here, or else this is going to be hard to do. Okay. So let me see. Yeah, scrape away. I'll make sure I get the right color in there. Okay. So like I said, I'm going to go around. I'm going to do all the little yellow parts. Alright, and now centers I won't do. Alright. And there's one over here. Alright. There's a pretty one here. Just gonna do it like this. It's a quiet day today, you guys. It's nice and cool. And it was in the 70s this morning. That's cool for here, but it was not a humid 70, it was a cool 70. And I'm not having to run the air conditioner and everything today. I just have my fan going is all. Now I've got these beautiful red ones here, and I think I'd like to do these in this beautiful, it's like a watermelon-y red. Okay, this is a dimensional liquid pearls paint. It doesn't have a color. No, there's no colors on these. So I'm gonna do this one in this one right here. And go around. Just like that. And you see how smooth this is coming out. This is how I want the glitter glues to be. And they're out there, just not finding them right now. And they charge a lot for them glitter glues at the Hobby Lobby. $2.79 for jammy jelly up stuff, unless it needs to get mixed. I don't know if it was sitting on the shelf too long or what. But I just play with them. There we go. All right. So I'm liking that. Now this is a little orangey color, and I have a lighter orange I'm going to use here while it's not clogged. And I'm going to go in all little sections here. I'll go around my yellow here. And already you can see how I'm transforming this cover that I'm making. Okay, here we go. All right, Now I need to stop and get some gems to put in the centers before they dry. So I'll be right back. So I found some gems I'm going to use for the centers of the flowers here. And the first one I'm going to do is right here. Now I'm not worried if they're a little bigger or smaller. That's going to be all right. So I'm going to use orange for the center here. Get my arm right here. This one's going to be a little bigger than that, but that's okay. Like I said, this makes it my own. Alright. This is going to be yellow. I found a real pretty yellow one for here. Put that one in the center there. Like that. I found an orange one here, which I have a red also. I think I'm going to use red for make it different. Okay, so I'm going to use the red one for this one. And I was watching a video yesterday, and I was on mosaic. And I got thinking to myself, it's kind of like what I did with the swan box, is instead of mortar, I used the fabric paint as mortar and put the beads in place. So it was kind of similar to mosaic. And I got thinking about that, and I said, well, that's kind of like what I was doing too. Oh yeah, I've got this blue one in the center here with the green. Okay, so I'm going to put this blue right here in the center, right in between the shoes, and that's really cute. Okay, so yeah, I thought maybe I'd call it a faux mosaic, but there is a faux mosaic, so I can't call it that, but I should come up with a name for it. A gem mosaic, that's what I'll call it, a gem mosaic. So okay, so I need a small orange here and maybe a red there. So I'm going to stop a minute and find some. Okay, so I was thinking about it, and there's also diamond dots. Of course, I didn't invent them. And I have a ton of diamond dot colors also. It's kind of like that too. Just having fun with it. Alright. So I found this brownish orange, which I'm going to put in the center of this flower here. And I'm just using the idea of the flowers themselves. I'm going to put that one there. Right there. And I'm going to do another red over here. So my glue comes out. Here we go. Have to have the patience. Okay, so here we go. And you see I have several projects going on at the same time. I just I get ideas and I've got to continue what I'm doing and keep busy. I'm just keeping busy. Oh, I noticed a nice purple flower here. And I do have, this is a prism pink, and this one was, I put this one in this container. It's not a dazzle glitter color. I put that in there myself. So let's see, that I don't want to use purple there. I do want to let's see, I want to use my red sparkles from Tulip. Red sparkles here. Get this to come down, and I'm going to use it on this one. And this one has a purple center. There we go. Just like that. Okay, now I need to find a purple, and I'm going to go with my my iridescent center, and I want this one. So I've got a purple center here. I'm going to go with it here. And just like that. This is a glitter. This is crystal. This is a crystal 3D Scribbles fabric paint. Crystal, it's called. Got some tapping. Clogged up a little on me there. It's okay. There we go, and I just need to find a gem for the center, and that one's orange, and I have plenty of orange. See, plenty of orange, all different sizes I have too, which this might be, well, alright. So I'm going to grab my glue. You can see how cute this cover's coming out so far. There we go. All right, I'm having a blast. There's my lid. I lost my lid. I always lose my lid. I always save lids when these bottles are empty. Save your lids. Put them in a little container or something, because you will lose them. They will disappear no matter what you do. They disappear. And then you have to find them, and then it's like, oh, now I had to wait an hour before I found it. So don't do that. Just save your little caps. You can throw all this away, but save your caps, because you'll need one eventually. You'll need another one. You guys, it's a funny life. Okay, so I've got another orange here. Alright, it's starting to get warmer. I think I'm going to have to put my air conditioning on soon. Okay, there we go. What else? What else? What else? Alright, so I have another orange here. I have a different color orange for that. I'm going to use this one. I have this peachy colored orange. It's one of my favorite colors, you guys. Favorites. I have these teals are my favorites. I love this peachy colors. Those are my two all-time favorites. I love greens too. I'm not a navy blue lover, and I know a lot of people are, but you know, yeah, everybody's different. Alright, oh, there's a hair. Get that out of there. Oh, God bless me again. I'm sneezing. Okay. Go around this here. There we go. Alright, I love that color. Okay, where else? Where else? Where else? So I think right here. Alright. Okay, just like that. Now what I'm going to do is layer the yellow back on again over the top. Let's go with my yellow. There we go. I'm going to do over here too, where I did the other orangey one. There. There. Now this center right here, I won't be able to put a gem. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill it in like with this pinky jelly stuff. Glitter glue. I'm just going to put it right there. There we go. There we go. And, all right. Now I'm still thinking about the ribbons here. I may add, if I have some thin pink ribbon, I may decide to add some real ribbon, maybe with a gem in the center there. I might go over it with a real bow. I need to see if I have one that big and if I'll be able to paint it pink or change it to pink. I'm not an excellent bow maker, but I will try. And it'll give it such a pretty look. So the other part of this cover that I made, okay, like I said, this is a Melissa and Doug. Oh, that one wasn't on. Surprise, surprise. Okay, I forgot about that one. I'll explain that other part in a minute. So, there we go. You're going to be there now. You stay there now. So, you know, I like to make play sets for the dollies. And so that's what I am trying to do for the Melissa and Doug paper doll here, a magnetic paper doll. And I'm just grabbing it. So I thought, wouldn't it be nice to make a box for the dolly to dance in? So I'm working on this, but I'm having technical difficulties with it. It's not coming out the way I want it to. But this has, this is a pizza box, okay? That's what it was. And I made a pretend collage stage here. And I made a platform, and I made the inside with, I used the popsicle sticks, the thick craft sticks they call them now. And I thought I'd make a dance area also to have the dollies dance in front of, like this, so they'd have something to play into. So I made this backing, because you know I like to make my pages, my plaques, and I made this one to go over the stage. So you could have the dolly dancing on the stage, you know, in front of the stage with her fancy outfits on, and you could play like a puppet type of atmosphere. And then I made the dance studio so that they could practice, so the dolly could practice. Okay, so the only thing about it is I'm having trouble with the magnetics on the back here. The magnetics are inside here, underneath this picture here, and it's supposed to stick on and stay right on, but if you turn it, it's not going to stay on. So I have to think about what else I can use. I do have some little magnets which might work better, because the problem is this cardboard box bent this way, and even though this page bent a little bit, it's not sticking. It's just not sticking there. So I did put a ledge here, a cardboard ledge, and I had it so it could set up. So if you do put it up, it stays pretty well. Stays like that. If you bring it forward, it won't. It may stay if you put it to the side, but see, it's still falling off. So I can't have that. That's just not in my plans. So I have to work on something that will make it stick better. So I might have had a metal sheet in here. I don't know. It probably would have worked better. So I'm still playing with this one, you guys. And like I said, I just wanted to make a play set so that when you have the Melissa and Doug people and you put them on the stand, you could, you know, make her dance, have somewhere to dance. So that's my idea for now, and like I said, I'm still working on it. I'm just showing you this. It's a back idea. Not liking it, and I may start all over again and find some other material to work with, a better quality box maybe, and I'll let you know. Okay, so that's it for today. And I did collage all these on. These were pictures from the from offline. So, and this is Melissa and Doug. This is not me, okay? I'm just making up a box for a play set for her, okay? So thanks for watching, everyone. And this is Artist at Work once again. And I'm Denise. And ask you to subscribe to my channel and see what I do in the future, okay? And thanks for watching. And remember, art sends love to the world. So send in some love to you today. Just have fun and play, okay? And do your art and have fun with it. Thanks. God bless.